What's up, people? Meridian here. I am going to show you the cheapest possible way to put privacy curtains on your vehicle. I have a minivan. I'm sure you can do variations of this to fit your own style and vehicle. This is some ghetto fabulous shit. So, what I did was I went to the dollar store and bought a little package of 2 black plastic tablecloths, like for picnics. They're disposable. $1, 2 of them. They're huge. I used one of them to make these curtains, and here's what I did. Now, mind you, this is totally ghetto fabulous, so I will improve on it someday, but for right now, it's great. So what I did was, here, let's look this way. I basically cut them into sizes approximately the size of the whole window going across. Made them hang down to about here. Duct taped them up there. This holds up that. One of these little clips holds up the other side. That's how I have the other one set up too. Now the duct tape doesn't really hold that great. So when I first put it up, it came down right away. And as you can see, there's other little spots here that did come down. But all I did was I took one drop of super glue and restuck a few of them on there. And if one does come down, I grab a drop of super glue and stick it back up there. And it is totally private in here at night. The windows are already tinted. This van looks like a soccer mom van, like nobody notices it. It's about as stealthy as you can be. So there you go. Privacy curtains. If you know of a cheaper way to do privacy curtains, I challenge you to let me know what it is. I didn't say a better way. I said a cheaper way. Anyway, bike week is pretty much over now. It wasn't very eventful anyway. I'm just back to my regular old shenanigans. Actually, you know what? I'm not really up to enough shenanigans. I'm going to have to plan out some shenanigans real soon. Anything else I want to talk about with the van? Not really. I'm digging it. It's a little boring sometimes, I gotta tell you. Sometimes I'm sitting here and sometimes if I smoke a little, I'll start to feel kind of weird. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? But I'm right down the street from the beach. Go to the beach and hang out, go swimming. There's stuff to do around here. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel kind of strange. I guess I'm just not really accustomed to living in a van yet. It's just such a tiny little apartment, that I could move around wherever I want to go. And I like it, but it's definitely taking time to get used to it. So if any of you are thinking about doing something like this, I would say try it, depending on your financial situation. One of these days I'll tell a short version of how I ended up doing this van life thing. It didn't happen in the way that I would have liked. I was kind of forced into it, to be honest. It was either that or sleeping on people's couches and or on the street. And I just, having a van, I feel perfectly safe. I feel like I have a roof over my head. I have protection from the elements, protection from cold, heat. I can find shade. I have fans. I can cool down in different ways. I'm sure if you look at van life channels at all, you'll see there's a lot of tricks. You can mist yourself with water and have a fan spraying on you, and it will cool you right off, even if you're sweating and you feel like you're dying in the heat. A little mist dampen up your t-shirt a little, get a fan blowing on you. Like I have a USB fan and I have these little power banks that I use. I showed in one of the other videos. Instead of getting a big Jackery, I'm buying these little, right now I have one. I'm going to buy another one. They cost about 20 bucks. They're little battery banks. They have enough power to charge a phone like maybe 4 or 5 times. Or they could run a fan all night. I haven't even needed to yet. It's still winter here in Florida. It's going to get nasty this summer, and I have to admit I am a little nervous about the whole thing. Um, I mean, again, I am very lucky that I do have a good friend who's probably watching this video. Brother, you know who you are. You're awesome. Um, that in an emergency situation, he always said, I have somewhere to go because he knows I'm in a bad situation. Um, but I'm doing everything I can to be self-sufficient as a man because I'm a 53-year-old man, and maybe when I was younger, it didn't mean anything to me to be, I don't know, self-sufficient, grown up, because I like to play so much. I don't know what to say. I didn't really grow up mentally, but I'm now forced to. So, and it will happen to everyone, especially you guys out there. Uh, you reach a day, I'm 53. It took me till I was in my 40s before I even felt like I was a grown up. Literally, I've been a musician. I've been involved in all sorts of fun, artsy, wild, and crazy subcultures, this and that. Boy, I've got stories. I should put some of my old stories here on YouTube. Um, Please still be there if anybody wants to see them. I mean, you never know with YouTube. Uh, I'm not trying to be a YouTuber. Um, I'm doing this because, for one, I want to document what I'm doing, and for two, I'm kind of bored and need some sort of creative outlet, something to do, something to talk about. I mean, I go to work and it's great, make some money and hang out with some people, but man, I need to start doing other things again. I used to have so many hobbies, and these days, since I'm not as mobile on my feet as I used to be, I'm not able to really do what I once was able to do. Anyway, don't want to be a bummer. I'm actually enjoying my van life. I'm enjoying my independence. I feel really good. I'm like out closer to nature. I'm spending a lot of time just in nice natural places near water. There's birds and animals. I listen to music. I like to watch UFC fights on my phone. I mean, that's cool these days. You got a phone, you can like keep yourself entertained pretty much anywhere. You got UFC 286 is coming up in a couple of hours. It's an early card, um, and I'm going to be watching commentary. So I won't be actually watching the fight because pay-per-view is like $100. I'm not going to pay $100 to watch it on my phone. So I'll be watching the commentary, hanging out with a channel called Rush Hour MMA. There's a guy over there named Jay who runs the channel. A bunch of fun people hang out in the chat room, and it's a small channel, so it's like still fun. Like how channels are once they get over if they get too big, they start not being as fun anymore because they get too busy and they can't interact. So I like channels when they're still under I don't know what the magic number is, but I'm going to say somewhere around 10 or 20,000. Once channels get bigger than that, they can't keep up with you and everything, and it's just not quite as much fun. But Jay at Rush Hour MMA, awesome time. Um, so that's what I'm going to do from 1 o'clock until whenever that ends, like 5 or something, and then I don't know what the hell I'm going to do this evening. It's Saturday night. Maybe I'll go see if I can find some trouble. Find something to do, man. Break this boring streak, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's all kinds of people around here. I don't really know what kind of wild stuff I might be able to get into. Hey, who's that? Oh, shit. Alright, hey, I gotta go. Peace.